Scripting. Scripting is when someone rehearses what they're going to say with someone else. Or they can do it alone on their own planning, but in this case, he has connected himself now twice with his wife on the phone. So investigators should be very concerned that they are coordinating their stories.
Welcome to Reporter Room, where we seek truth and justice. My name is Jessica Davies. I'm an investigative journalist. Today, we're going to discuss the phone purported to be in the back seat of Grandus's truck on June the 15th. We're also going to discuss whether Don Wells has leaked any information unintentionally through his statement analysis, which was conducted by expert Peter Hyatt. Last, I've enhanced the original last photo with images of what is purported to be a phone lying in the back seat, and I will show you these images shortly, so please stay with me. Everything I'm sharing with you today is my opinion, and opinions are not facts, so please don't send any negativity to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Let's be kind and good to each other. Before we go any further, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. The best way you can help Reporter Room is to subscribe, finish watching this video all the way through the end, and watch some of my other videos. It's free and it helps us a lot. So Peter Hyatt performed a statement analysis from Don Wells. In it, Peter stated that he believed Don and Candus may have coordinated scripting. Listen to this.
She's gone, buddy, and my wife called me. Anyone notice what's wrong with that? He's telling the truth, but something is wrong with that. When we recall what happens in life and we go from experiential memory, in other words, a memory and the language of something that we personally experience. So if I called you and told you something, you would commit to that by saying, Peter called me and told me XYZ. You would remember that naturally. Naturally is chronological order. When you go out of chronological order, you get our attention. So he had already told us that he was at work, and this is what his wife told him. And now, talking to Buddy, he goes back. My wife called me. So he went from what his wife said to editorializing, and now we're concerned about scripting.
Where was H on June the 15th? Was Don upset? Was Don lying in wait for Candus, Grandus, H, and Summer on the afternoon of June the 15th? So let's look at this message with the Hun, Sum, I, and Candus planting flowers. Originally, as I shared with you in my other video, I thought Hun was a term of endearment. Now I believe it stands for H. So where was H when Summer got gone? We need to know whether Don and H were on the Ben Hill property on the afternoon of June the 15th after Grandus, Candus, and Summer returned with the groceries from Priceless, because someone is lying. I don't see H as having a motive in an abduction, but Don may. Let's consider the three elements of proving a crime: motive, means, and opportunity. And we're going to look at enhanced photos of what is purported to be a phone in the back seat of the truck, because this may pertain to opportunity and motive. Motive. In my opinion, Don had a motive, he had the means, and possibly the opportunity. Don suspected something was going on between H and Candus, and here's why I think that. Look at this screenshot that Don shared with Doug from No Thanks. Here in this screenshot, Don was sharing that H invited Candus to come and get him on June the 4th, just 11 days before Summer got gone. So Don knew about this. He knew about this because he had the screenshot. Dawn also claimed that H was sharing other bizarre things that I cannot say on YouTube. Because in my opinion, it just simply proves that Dawn had a motive. He would have been angry. We don't have to determine if anything nefarious was going on between Candus and H. We just have to establish that Dawn believed that there was. Because this belief that something untoward was going on, this gives Dawn a motive. He did have a motive, in my opinion. Here's the screenshot that Dawn gave to Doug. And Dawn clearly believed that something inappropriate was going on between Candus and H. And I'm not saying whether there was something appropriate or wasn't something appropriate. That's for law enforcement to determine. But what I am saying is that Dawn thought that there was. And this in and of itself gives Dawn a motive. So was Dawn lying in wait when Candus returned on June 15th? Where was Dawn that afternoon? Means. Let's consider means. Both Dawn and Candus have repeatedly claimed that Summer disappeared from inside the house. And I think this is one of the reasons that this case has grabbed all of us. Because how does a preschooler simply disappear from inside her own home? So who had access to the home on Ben Hill Road? Well, Dawn did, Candus did, the three boys did, Grandus did, and if H was on Ben Hill Road the afternoon of June the 15th, then H also did. My other question is, did Candus leave Ben Hill Road to pick up H? She had his phone potentially in the back seat. So did she go back to Allie's house? Means. Means is the ability to commit a crime. Dawn has multiple felonies in multiple states. He's broken into people's houses. He's served hard prison time. He's been accused of injuring others. He's in jail right now because he violated his probation. And why was he on probation? Because he was waving a gun around. So Dawn has proved that he has the means, which is simply means the ability, to commit a crime. He has a long history, documented history, of committing crimes. So Dawn also is one of the few people in the world who could have snuck up onto the property on Ben Hill Road without the dogs sounding the alarm. They wouldn't have barked at Dawn because they knew Dawn. He also had access to the inside of the house. We know Dawn raced home from Utah because Jose was with Candus in Hawkins County on the Ben Hill Road property. So we know Dawn has a temper, we know Dawn gets jealous, and this is why Grandus had to drive Jose over the state line. Now let's talk about opportunity, because this is the biggest hurdle to overcome in this case. Because Dawn claims he was at work that day, all day on June 15th. Let's consider the phone call that H says Dawn made to Candus on June 15th while they were at Walmart dropping off Grandus's prescription. This is before they went to the swimming hole. H claimed that Dawn told Candus there was a strange man on their property and he was after kids. So did Dawn have an opportunity? Did Candus leave Ben Hill Road on the afternoon of June the 15th to pick up H or return his phone after they unloaded the groceries? We've all struggled with the timeline on the afternoon of June the 15th. Did she have H's phone and need to return it? Authorities would need to break Dawn's alibi in order to prove that there was an opportunity. They would have to prove that Dawn left work and returned to Ben Hill Road and then returned to work. Waited for Candus to call him to say that Summer got gone. So this leaves another question. Why did Dawn tell Candus to call 911 and then proceed to call 911 himself? He knew Candus was calling 911 because he told her to do it. Was this to establish an alibi for himself? If you haven't watched my video, Allie Lied for H, you will want to see it because it goes into detail also about Allie's statements about H. I will link this for you in the description below. Also, I have an awesome Reporter Room true crime group on Facebook. You're welcome to join us. So let's consider the last photo. The photo purported to be taken by Grandus, and it appears to show what may or may not be a phone in the back seat. The back seat where H was sitting watching TikTok videos with Summer on his phone. I've enhanced the last original photo for your consideration, so please stay with me. So let's take a look at the last photo of Summer, and notice there are no shadows on the seat. In my opinion, some of the photos being circulated on social media are doctored, and here's why I believe this. If you look at the photos, shadows were added. Let's look at these images more closely because someone appears to have doctored these photos, in my opinion. And you can see how shadows of sunlight were added to make it more difficult to see what is purported to be a phone. Now, let's take a look at the real enhanced original photo. And this way you can decide with real evidence whether you believe there is a phone sitting in the back seat in the last photo or not. What do you think? It could be a phone, but it's difficult to say with 100% certainty. If this is H's phone on the back seat of the car, then H was dropped off at his house? Or did Candus leave Ben Hill Road on the afternoon of June 15th after they came back from Priceless and unloaded the groceries to either pick up H or return the phone? If Grandus has Candus's phone to take the final photo, then this has to either be H's phone or Candus's phone. If it is, it would imply that he did go back with them, or that Candus could have left Ben Hill Road to pick up H to give him his phone back. Did H really return back to Ben Hill Road on June the 15th to help Grandus, Candus, and Summer plant flowers? What do you think happened the day that Summer got gone? Please subscribe and leave me your comments below.